21st January 2026, a residential apartment complex in Ghaziabad. An electric fault hit an EV charger, the unit overheated, fire spread, and a nearby air conditioner exploded. The fire brigade took 45 minutes to put it out. And the most important detail, this fire didn't start in the EV's battery, as you'd normally assume. The root cause was the charger's wiring and installation. This isn't a rare case. Indore has seen similar incidents. EV adoption in India is rising, and every other apartment has someone installing a charger, most of the time without proper planning. The problem is, the risk doesn't stay limited to your car. The whole building, vehicles, property, and people, all of it get put in danger. In this video, you'll understand the common mistakes people ignore and a simple 7-point safety checklist that will give you a safe, legal, tension-free EV charging setup. Let's get into it. So most accidents come from bad installation and carelessness. Follow the right process, and EV charging is both safe and compliant. So step 1, start with a written NOC. A lot of people assume that if the society secretary says no, that's the end of it. And some people install charger without telling anyone at all. Both are wrong. The Ministry of Power guidelines are clear. RWAs cannot refuse without a valid reason. If they do, you can take it to RERA, the DISCOM, or the courts. Installing a private charger in your own dedicated parking spot is your right. Submit a written application to the society, include the charger model, kilowatt rating, electrician details, safety measures, and load details, all clearly written out. Formally request the NOC. This NOC is a paper trail that comes through for everything from an insurance claim to a legal dispute. Step 2, load assessment. So next, check the load assessment. Get the society's transformer and wiring inspected to confirm whether it can handle the extra load of an EV charger. Multiple EVs combined with home appliances can spike the load significantly. You have options. Get the sanctioned load increased through a local electricity board, get a dedicated submeter, or use society's common EV connection. This work has to be done by a licensed electrician or a local electricity board. A standard 15 amp socket is not safe for long-term use, and do not run the charger of the common society supply. It's against the rules, and it's a direct invitation to a fire because this standard supplies may not be designed for the higher increase in load. Step 3, BIS certified charger and wiring. Now the charger itself, if you're buying one, get a BIS certified one. For wiring, copper cable, fire rated, run inside PVC conduits. Minimum 4 square millimeter thickness, a dedicated line from the flat to the parking spot, no loose or hanging wires. In my case, what I had done was I took it from my MCB to the parking spot. In fact, you could install a dedicated MCB and an RCCB along with it. Both are mandatory anyway. Proper earthing is essential too. Get the electrician to test the earthing and give you a certificate that everything is safe. Now, typically, if you're buying from, say, a reputed brands like Tata and all of these guys, their authorized EV installers will come to your, this is what happened in my house. They actually, along with the car, provided an electrician. But before the electrician came, there were a list of checklists which he asked us to prepare and make sure all these were done before he could come and install. So keep that in mind. Next, fire safety. So you've got the right charger and the proper wiring, but if the location is wrong, all of it is useless. Pick a spot where air circulates. Keep at least 1.5 meters of clear space around the charger. In fact, the upcoming amendments to the National Building Code are about to make ventilation requirements for basement charging mandatory. There must be no combustible material near the charger. Keep it away. Modern chargers come with auto cutoff, but in a bad installation, even those features may fail. Step 5, renter permission. So this is the step which most people skip. Many societies refuse EV charger installation on the rental status outright. The argument, you're a temporary resident, why should we approve a permanent installation? What to do? First, get an NOC from the flat owner. Then have the owner inform the society written permission is needed from both the owner and the RWA. Don't try jugaad or temporary setups in this scenario. Charging in parking via extension cord or a portable charger is a fire hazard, and it could even violate your society rules, may get you evicted. Next, picking the right charger type. Now the spot where most money gets wasted because your vendors will misguide you. For home charging, an AC wall box is standard 3.3 kilowatts or 7.2 kilowatts. Plenty for overnight charging. A DC fast charger is an overkill for a home and the apartment's infrastructure will not support it. So check the connector type. In cars specifically, most EVs in India will come with a Type 2 connector. Now, if you're planning to buy a separate charger, make sure compatibility is tested and it's of a good brand with proper certification. Your vendor may say, let's future-proof it. We'll install a 22 kilowatt unit, which will be fast charging and all. Guys, look, your car's capacity is what matters a lot more. For instance, some entry-level models like Nexon EV or MG EV will not take more than 3.3 or 7.2 kilowatt chargers. Now, what if you have a two-wheeler EV? A dedicated home EV charging station is recommended, both for two-wheelers and four-wheelers from a convenience and safety perspective. A properly earthed 15 amp socket should work for a two-wheeler, but a dedicated charger with its own separate MCB box is what I would recommend. The charger usually comes with a scooter itself, so for most likely you may not have to buy a charger separately. But if you're planning, pick the most reliable, expensive options, preferably from the OEM, from the manufacturer itself. And the best part is a lot of these brands will come and do the home installation for you, but you may have to prepare the site based on some of the points I told earlier. Next is documentation, insurance and regular checks. Now, records and insurance. Keep everything in writing. Society NOC, charger invoice, installation contract, load report, electrician certification, RCCB and earthing tests. You need 3 kinds of insurance. Add an EV add-on to your car or your two-wheeler insurance, even if it's a bit more expensive, 1,500 to 4,000 rupees a year. Check that your home insurance also covers basement parking, and the society's master insurance only clears claims where there is a complete record of NOCs and authorized installation. After installation is done, get an inspection done. Keep tracking the society's EV rules. Policies keep changing. EV-ready infrastructure also raises your property value, so keep that in mind. See, the bottom line is try to do it the right way. This is what I would say. A proper AC wall box with installation, with all the wiring, maximum it will cost you about 25 to 30,000 rupees. A separate meter, maybe another 5 to 10,000 rupees. Of course, these will vary based on your region. But roughly, you're talking about 50 to 70k. Under that, for the next 8 to 10 years, you'll be tension-free. Imagine you do the wrong way, you go with a random electrician, you don't buy the best quality wires or chargers or MCBs. One incident and it's going to cost you lakhs and lakhs of rupees. So there you have it. I hope you got some ideas into charger installation. If you like this video, let me know. I'll take you through my own charger installation setup. If you want to see it, I have a Tigor EV and we had got the charger installation done in our apartment association itself. I'll be happy to answer any queries in the comment section below. And if you want us to do the video, just in the comment section, add apartment EV charger. If there's enough comments, I'll do it in the next video. Do subscribe to our channel for more home related content like this. See you all in our next video.